Building materials and construction practice. In today's class, we'll just learn about what are the different building materials we are using and what are the major practices we had been doing in construction field. In the slide shown, we have two types of houses. Both are mud houses, but the main difference is in the roofing material. In one we have a hay roof and the next we have straw. Here in this picture we have two types of houses. One is a tiled house and the next one is a wooden house. In the tiled house, tiles are being laid as a roofing material on the mud construction, and in the wooden house the total house is being built with only the wood materials. Next we have asbestos roofing, where the superstructure can be built with lime, bricks, mud or anything, but the roof is being laid with asbestos. These asbestos are made with cement or sometimes using materials like ceramic and lime. Till now we had seen various traditional materials such as mud, stone, lime and other roofing materials. But with the growing trends, we no longer would like to stay in those types of houses. We would like to have a comfortable housing, long lasting and which can be easily maintained. So we started building these types of buildings. When the space became limited and community living started, we started building multi-storied buildings. We started to share the roof and the floor, and these were shared, and the cost of building has come to very less. So in the slides, whatever we had seen now, we had seen different types of houses, we have seen different types of materials that are used for construction. So the materials which we are using for construction, we are going to call them as building materials. To consolidate, the materials what we are using for construction are stone, mud, straw, palm leaves, wooden boards, tiles, asbestos sheets, bricks, cement, sand, steel, etc. In these materials, when we see the topmost materials, that are stone, mud, straw, palm leaves, wooden boards, tiles, asbestos sheets and all, these come under eco-friendly materials or biodegradable materials. When it comes to cement, sand, steel, these are not biodegradable, and these materials are low energy giving materials. So because of which nowadays we are trying to replace cement, sand, steel and then use the materials of bricks, mud, stone and other different eco-friendly materials. The basic building material what we use is mud. Mud is considered to be the best binding material in the olden days. All the constructions that were carried out, we had been done only using mud. Mud, when we are doing it, it has binding only after tempering. In the normal circumstances, when tempering is not being done, it is just very loose and it doesn't have the capacity to bind. The next natural material is stone. In the good olden days, only stone was used for construction. Stone, it was just carved into the requirement whichever suits us, and we had been using it right from age-old days in the form of caves. We used to live in it and we used to have the necessary shelter in that particular area. In construction, we used to use timber. Timber had been used for roofing. It has been used in order to support the roofing elements and also to act as a surface material. And this timber was cut from trees and it has been seasoned well to our requirements. Lime. Lime had been used for all the masonry structures right from the earlier days. Lime, it has been treated well and then been used for all the things. When we take even the high masonry structures that are your reservoirs, dams, all the things were built with lime. If we see the old buildings, all those things, whether it is double story buildings or triple story buildings, they used to construct with lime. Lime has got the binding property equal to that of our cement. After the usage of mud, people started thinking about to make a regular structure. In that process, we had come across the brick. Brick has been made with mud. Whatever the requirements of binding was necessary, that has been treated with lime, and then it has been made or molded into a particular shape, and then it has been, the brick was molded, it was dried, it was burnt, and it was made to be long lasting, and then again it was plastered with mud so that it can be lasting for a longer time. For roofing, we used to use palm leaves and straw. Later, we started using bricks as roofing elements also. For laying bricks as roofing elements, we used to make panels and then place them so that the amount of heat that was coming in was stopped and it was having some cooling effect. For roofing, we had been using palm leaves, straw, and also we had been using bricks. But when the bricks were used, the weight of the structure was heavier. In order to reduce the weight of the structure and also to make the structure last for a longer time, we started using tiles. Tiles are also mud materials which are being made, molded into the required shape, dried, burnt, and then it has been seasoned well in order to suit our purpose. During winter season, when the roof was covered with palm leaf, straw or tiles or bricks, we never used to have a warming effect. For that reason, we started using or creating a different material such as asbestos sheet to cover our roof. So these asbestos sheets used to provide shelter and also warmth to the inmates. Look at the high-rise buildings what we are shown in the slide. We use different materials for the construction of such structures. For this, the foundation, the construction materials or the covering materials, the slab materials, everything are different. The design process entirely changes for this type of buildings. The various construction materials that we are using today are cement, iron or steel, glass, fiber, porcelain, and many other materials have come into the construction industry so that we can use them easily. There had been different type of structures that are ready-made structures which are prefabricated, which are laid very easily onto the ground. These are less time consuming buildings. We can construct them very easily and we can then just place them wherever it is necessary. In the place of lime and mud, nowadays we are using cement. Cement has got a very good binding capacity and it is long lasting. So the sustainability, the strength and safety is more when the construction is made with cement. Bricks are the clay products which had been used as a surface elements. We used to use bricks for the construction of walls. In the before days, we used to use bricks even for the construction of pillars. Now, as the compressive strength was less when compared to your RCC, bricks are being replaced by RCC. But in this particular types of bricks, we have come into existence the hollow brick structures, which you have. Hollow bricks are made with holes in between the material. These hollow bricks, they act as a very good insulation purposes and also they reduce the weight of the structure considerably. For that particular reason, the normal traditional bricks are being now replaced by hollow bricks. Sand. Sand is one of the most useful material in construction. It is just adding for the volume of your concrete or mortar. So here sand, when we talk, we have different types of sands, and these sands, depending upon their properties, we are using in construction. But as this is a naturally occurring material and we find this sand on the river bed, it is very difficult in order to transport the sand during rainy days. For that reason, we are trying to reduce the usage of sand. In its place, we are trying to use robo sand, which is an artificially made sand. Steel. These are nothing but the iron rods which we use for construction, mainly in the RCC constructions, that is reinforced cement concrete constructions. We use this iron. The name given to this iron in construction industry is steel. In this steel we find different types of steels. That is, we have twisted bars, we have plain rods, we have high tension rods. All these steels are used depending upon the strength, stability requirements. The next construction material what we use is mortar. It is a combination of cement and sand and water. This is used in order to bind to bricks or bind to stones, or in order to make a surface element, or as a covering material. So this mortar, if it is strong enough, then the structure can last for a longer time. When cement mortar is being added with aggregate, the aggregate is nothing but a broken stone pieces along with addition of steel, then we call such an element to be RCC. Generally, the mortar constructions are very good in compression, but in tension they don't last for a longer time. So in order to incorporate the tension, we are using the iron rods or the steel rods into this concrete. So this structure, whichever is made with RCC, is having a good strength and stability and sustainability. The broken stone pieces are nothing but aggregates. These aggregates can be of different sizes. Depending upon the aggregate size, we use it for the subbase, or we use it for the foundation works, we use it for RCC works. It totally depends upon the crushing strength of the aggregate as well as the size of the aggregate. Glass. In the olden days, we used to use glass only for windows or for partition doors. But now for construction elements, glass is being used. This glass is being made into optical fiber and then being used in foundation as well as for surface elements and so on. Fiber boards. In place of wood, using small pieces of wood, we are making fiber boards. These fiber boards are used for making different elements in our structures. It can be for making of your platforms, it can be for making of sajjas, or it can be in the for making of windows, door panels and all. So with growing technology, we started inventing new materials in order to increase the strength, the safety, and we have invented a new term in this, that is sustainability. That is sustainability with respect to the natural disasters. The natural disasters can be your earthquake or any vibrations that are being because of the tectonic movements of the earth. So here we have come across various things like the materials as your timber or the materials of hollow bricks. These materials, they are reducing the weight of the structure. When the weight is reduced considerably, then what happens is the structure will be lasting for a longer time. The total amount of load that is coming onto the ground decreases, and also because of the sway or the horizontal movement, the structure can retain its shape for a longer time. So with this, we'll come to the term sustainability, which can last with very less amount of amount of materials for a longer time, and which can be biodegradable materials. That is the term of sustainability. Now in the before slide we have introduced the term of sustainability, that is with the minimum amount of the materials if the structure is going to last for a longer time, and also it is coping up with the natural disasters such as your earthquakes, then that particular structures are subjected to tectonic movements. When the structure is lasting, then we call such structures to be sustainable structures. For this particular sustainable structures, the only thing is we need to have very less in weight. The weight of the structure should be very less. The amount of forces that are being transported to the ground should be less. For this particular reason, we go for lightweight materials. Those lightweight materials are your hollow bricks, they can be your slim concrete, or it can be fiber reinforced materials. All these will be making your structure last for longer time. It makes the structure durable. With the materials increasing, the increase of population, depletion of natural resources, we now started looking for eco-friendly materials. So for this reason, after we have moved into the new era, we started looking back and then making the structures which are safe, sustainable for a longer time using the naturally occurring materials. So we started using of mud, and then we added different adhesives or different additives were added to these particular materials in order to make them more stronger and also to make them last for a longer time. In this particular cases, we have introduced a term called as NEM plasters. That is, whichever we are taking the mud plaster, when we are adding some bitumen, it will be lasting for a longer time. This particular NEM plasters are being used as a covering material on your brickwork. So now we'll just talk or come to the conclusion part, wherein we want the structure to be eco-friendly, we want the structure to be energy giving, we want the structure to be sustainable, we want the structure to be durable enough, and also we want the structure to be strong enough and last for a longer time. So for this particular conditions, we are inventing new technologies to suit our demand. So here in this particular process, we have come across different types of technologies which will be suiting our conditions, which will be making our work easier, which will be making the process easier, which will be ensuring the safety to the construction people and increases the demand of the structures. So here we'll be looking up for sustainable buildings. We were using the conventional method wherein the people used to mix the concrete or mix the mortar only with the help of hand and tapis. Now with the advent of the technology, we are trying to use mixers so that the wastage of the material is less and proper mixing is ensured. Ready mix concrete. We find everywhere today the ready mix concrete. What is this ready mix concrete? We batch the materials, we mix the materials, and then transport the materials to the site. All are in mixed condition. When we are laying this particular type of concrete, it is ensuring proper compaction. So there is no need of compaction again, and when we check this particular thing, storing of the materials at the site is being removed, and also batching with weight is being done. Next, we are ensuring the quality of the material and wastage of materials is less, and because of all these factors, we are preferring ready mix concrete.
It's got the look. It's got me. Cera has matching tiles with each of my stylish outfits. Cera tiles reflect my style.
Can you make this for me?
Let us see.
Honey, ऐसा बाथरूम बनाओ.
दिखाओ.
दो नेबर्स की वाइव्स ने की सेम फरमाइश, तो एक गया एवरीवेयर. The other called Hindware.
हेलो, ऐसा कुछ है?
अरे सब कुछ है. ये मैगजीन वाला फॉसेट दिखाओ, सबको ठंडा पिलाओ.
बेसिन तो जितना बड़ा हो कम है. अब जल्दी बोलो, ये फास्ट मूविंग आइटम है.
टब की जगह नहीं है तो क्या हुआ? जुगाड़ है ना हर मर्ज की दवा.
The other spoke to our expert, it seems. Have you seen our other themes?
ऐप को बाथरूम में घुमाइए और घर बैठे हमारे सारे प्रोडक्ट्स आजमाइए.
For high flow, this one is perfect, sir.
He understands water pressure.
This is rimless and easy to maintain.
Expert advice. No fuss, no pain.
ये क्या है? Steps? टब के ऊपर शावर? हाँ?
Isn't this swell?
ये faucet है. Changing area यहाँ पर है. This is a bathroom from hell.
उधर हिंदवेयर ने किया लाजवाब.
ये बाथरूम है या कोई ख्वाब?
ड्रीम बाथरूम कहा था ना तुमने?
To get the bathroom of your dreams without any hassle, get in touch with us. Hindware. Start with the expert.
लाइट्स ऑन. एक सिनेमा यानी हीरो, हीरोइन, विलेन, सेट्स, लोकेशंस, सॉन्ग्स, फाइट्स, सब कुछ हो सकता है, मगर एक अच्छी कहानी नहीं है तो वैसे ही एक घर में पेंट, टाइल्स, फर्नीचर फिटिंग्स सब कुछ हो सकता है, मगर एक मजबूत TMT बार ना हो तो ARS 550D, the only TMT bar in southern India to be certified nationally and internationally for quality, strength and savings. आपकी इमारत की कहानी यही है.
ARS 550D TMT bar.
Say yes to ARS.
बेटा.
हाँ पापा.
आर यू श्योर? ये देखिए, पहले जमीन देख ले.
आपकी जमीन.
यहाँ घर इम्पॉसिबल.
पॉसिबल है अल्ट्राटेक से. इसके अल्ट्राटेक बाइंडिंग पार्टिकल्स ईंटों से सरिये तक जोड़कर घर को दे बेजोड़ मजबूत.
नींव बिछाई, दीवार चढ़ाई, छत ने डाला डेरा और घर बन गया मेरा.
रख दो.
रखिए.
अल्ट्राटेक से घर तो बना दिया, अब बसा भी ले.
बड़े इरादों में जान डाल दे. अल्ट्राटेक, इंडियाज नंबर 1 सीमेंट.
मेरे देश की धरती, मेरे देश की धरती सोना उगले उगले हीरे मोती. मेरे देश की धरती, मेरे देश की धरती.
अब भाई इंडिया तो एक अंडर कंस्ट्रक्शन कंट्री है. ये तो रोज बनेगी, तो रोज धूल भी उड़ेगी. तो क्या रोज घर साफ करोगे? इसलिए
बर्जर एंटी डस्ट पेंट, डस्ट गार्ड टेक्नोलॉजी जो धूल को दीवारों पे टिकने ही ना दे.
कितनी भी धूल आए घर पे ना टिक पाए.
बर्जर वेदरकोट एंटी डस्ट पेंट.
On the concluding part, I would like to tell you that nowadays we are looking for the constructions which are eco-friendly, energy efficient, sustainable, cost effective. In this manner, when we are looking for such type of structures, we are evolving different types of techniques for construction procedures. Now, and the last thing is we use different types of materials. So with this, we'll be getting into the topics, that is building materials and construction practice. We'll just look into what are the various types of topics that we have in building materials and construction practices. What are the different building materials, right from your stone to RCC. And next, what are the different construction practices that we were been following right from the age-old days, and what are the procedures now we are following, and what are the different types of machinery we are using in our constructions. All this will be dealt in the next coming chapters.